heard of the athletes, D. McGregor, but right now we're going for the whole Canada to the open ceremony for the GTIFL finals, the Supreme against the Longhorns.
What's going on? What's going on?
It's going to be a good game.
Welcome
So now we're
to
going to wait for the other teams to be
the
selected
2026
before we
GTIFL
start the
Finals
openers.
as we have O Canada.
And if everybody could just join me with handing out this year's awards.
And we're going to wait.
Back up to the next line. Thanks.
Is our Defensive Player of the Year, Tyson Green, here.
And we have Tyson Green as the Defensive Player of the Year. He was
The Rookie of the Year, Nick Prevost.
Nick Prevost as the Rookie of the Year. He was an amazing player the whole year, playing both sides of the fields, in offense and in defense.
He was a beast.
He was amazing. He really helped his team.
MVP Prevost.
Wow. Oh yeah. Nick Prevost. Nick Prevost, Rookie of.
We have the regular season receiving TD record holder, Rob Sino, 9 touchdowns.
Rob Sino from the Supreme, who did amazing. I mean, as a wide receiver, as a tight end.
Yeah, he's built like a tight end, but he lines up at slot. He doesn't get a lot of running starts.
And his hands, I mean, in the red zone, he was the specialist in the red zone.
And he's quicker than
We
he
have
looks.
the lineman of the year, Switch Spring.
And the O-line, D-line of the year, number 10, number Switch. Wow. I mean, again, it was really close between him and Rodriguez for the Heat squad, but it's the last game against the Heat squad, pretty much.
The coach of the year, Phil Constantine.
There's a lot of good D-line this year. A lot of good rushes this year. Okay, obviously, coach of the year.
Mr. Phil calls.
That was almost a no-brainer. He's been solid all year.
The season 3 rushing leader, QB, Bryson Klein.
And Bryson Klein, who was originally a running back, but
Season
step
3
up
sack leader, Anthony Rodriguez.
for the Heat squad.
Actually, you said he could have been runner-up.
He was really close
The
between
regular
the Switch.
season receiving yards record, Johan Jenkins.
Oh, wow. And I mean, again, number 88. What a season for Johan Jenkins. An amazing season, catching left, right, and center, who made pretty much like Blaise Barber's job easier.
Oh, man.
The season
James has a
3
good arm.
rushing
It was a
leader,
lot
running
easier
back,
throwing
Brandon
the target
Benford.
at Johan.
And again, Brian and Tanko, one of the best running back in this league.
The offensive player of the year is Barber.
And Blaise Barber as the offensive player, quarterback number 15 for the Longhorns. An amazing season, number 1 seat in the ranking for the Longhorns. He helped his team from week 2 to the end. He was constant.
And the
As a new
back-to-back
quarterback in this league,
MVP,
he's not accustomed to
James
the league.
Maverick.
And James Maverick, number 13 for the Supreme MVP, back to back. What a player for Mr. James Maverick.
Yeah, he throws bullets out there, man.
Wow.
And thank you to everybody who participated this year. The GTIFL is nothing without you guys.
And again, thank you for all our sponsors for this year: Access Storage, Maverick Group of Contractors, Sonic Group, Copper Inc., Madonna Engineering, Canon Pipe Works, King Fence,
Network.
and all the networks around.
Pipe Works,
Tell them
Coopers,
to tape that pad.
King's
Tell them to
Fence.
tape up that pad.
We
Tell them to
had
tape
a
it.
lot.
The guys in there, tell them to tape it.
Thank you to all the sponsors this year.
And now we're going for the captain. So again, I have with me tonight Mr. D. McGregor from the
Here we go, here we go.
What a pleasure to have you.
Make sure you guys can hear me.
Like, he was in the
As I said, this is the GTIFL Finals. We have
playing
Longhorns
all those
supported
games.
by,
And again, you
as
said
you've
that
heard,
he was supposed to be the quarterback,
the offensive player of the
for the
year,
team,
Blaise
and
Barber. He's been
every night he was
just
something
hot fire
different,
this
it was
season.
something nice to see.
We also have
And the
Johan
whole team, he
Jenkins
always
on
played
that
as he was the
offense
legend
as an offensive weapon, as a
of the whole
receiver.
career.
Also
But to
Brandon
see you
Benencourt on the
every
ground, a
night
heavy
playing,
hitter when it
what
comes
a
down to
pleasure.
it.
And
And on
we
the other
hope
side
to
of the
see you again,
field,
again,
on
again.
defense, we have Swish Spring, the defensive,
It's been an honor playing
or
for
sorry,
you.
the lineman of the year,
Wanted to
just
give everything we have.
wreaking
Everything.
havoc for these teams across every single game. You'll expect him to be in the backfield here. For Supreme, we got the back-to-back reigning MVP, James Maverick,
Definitely,
ready
it will be a pleasure to see
to
you again.
prove
And now we go
to the
in
league and
for the
to everyone
first
out
lap
there
of
that
the
he is the best player
2025,
in the league.
2022,
We also have
2026 season. Who
Antoine
will be the
Sadler that
champion?
plays both
Who is
ways. You
going
see
to be
him
the
right now
champion? The
here
number 1
playing
seed
DT, but he will
in the
play
ranking,
tackle,
the
eligible
Longhorns
receiver.
against the
Tyler
number 3
Deckers,
seed,
another
the
big time
Supreme.
player there.
Oh wow, you
And
don't want to spoil
as you've
it.
seen,
Okay.
the all-time receiving touchdown leader, Rob Sino, expect some touches from him. So we see Longhorns with the ball first.
Okay, so
They're
the
going to look to
first
pass
you have Blaise
immediately
Barber
and
showing that he
just
is
thrown down to the
incomplete after
ground
a
as
quick
he has some
blitz. Wow,
quick
and
pressure by
Mr.
number
Sadler,
81 on Supreme.
Antoine Sadler, who was a major player the last
Excuse
game
me.
against the East Squad, is back
Second down and
as
30.
nose
Expect them to
tackler.
run here.
Let's see what
Give
he's going to do
Brandon
against
a
one of the
bit
best
of
O-line in this
touches
league
early.
and the Longhorns.
That was tough to see because the Longhorns have a pretty good offensive line.
Definitely.
I've said this
Let's see what
earlier on
happens.
this week. I think this is going to be a low-scoring first
Let's see
half,
Antoine
and I expect the
Sadler.
Longhorns to really push through it.
Motion.
Pass,
And we do.
looking deep
Oh,
for
and
Michael
that's the
Souza, but
second
they were
incompletion.
just on the wrong page.
But Blaise, one of the best
Barber
offensive
can't
player of the
connect with his
year.
receivers just yet.
Two
I
passes
think it might have
attempt.
been supposed to
He
be a
looks like
comeback
the
route by
pressure
Michael
is
Souza.
here.
I think maybe
The
that's what they
pressure
were
is here
expecting,
right
or at
now.
least an out route.
Let's see if it's
Just
going to
wasn't
be something
possible.
different.
Because you know the regular season is a lot different than the playoffs, man. This is the championship game.
Third down and 30. The last down to do something. Bazzi looking to pass.
And
He's looking downfield to Michael Souza, and he's tripped up by Dalton Gilmore. They don't call no flags.
Call that a flag. That's gonna let them play on.
I think it was
and
just
I
a
think
little
he was
trip.
pushed to the limit. And that's again
They'll
Sadler,
just punt the
Antoine
ball away
Sadler,
to
with the
Supreme and a
pressure on
quick
Blaise
3 and out
Barber that
by
forced him to
Supreme as
throw
they
like
get
a pass.
get the
I
back,
don't think he wanted
the
to
ball
throw it
back.
that way, but
Or
he
sorry,
had
not
to
back,
because
but they'll
Dalton
get
was
their
there.
first possession. See Antoine
Exactly.
Sadler
And
over
that's
there
going to be a turnover
running on
after
offense.
after
Expect
a
him to be
virtual
an
kick.
eligible receiver slash
And that is
offensive
going to be the
tackle
first
here.
position for the MVP of this year, James Maverick and the Supreme against the best, I mean, the
See
best
what
defense in the
Supreme
league. The
has
Longhorns
to
lead
respond
by
after a
3 to
big
number 10
defensive stop here.
and Dustin Murray, number 0. Let's see what James Maverick will show
Now,
us. I mean, again, he's full of
Longhorns
surprise.
aren't a
I'm not.
pushover. They
I'm
do
pretty
have
sure
Dustin
he
Murray,
did work the whole week
great
on
linebackers for
that
spring,
defense.
but Supreme with great field position
High
here.
formation.
They're only they're only 4 yards away from that first yard
You were
line.
the first.
Expect
I thought
them
this was the
to
first doing that.
run here. No, play action. They're going to throw it right up, and that was incomplete.
If it was
A bit of contact there at the top of the route, but they're just going to let the boys play.
Some play action.
Love to see that.
So you were like the Athletics was the first team to bring the
Great coverage by the
information on that.
Longhorns.
Every game you had something
They go
different
on
to show us.
second
It looks like the Supreme
and about
did
4.
take your information.
And they took a shot. What you do, you have the eye formation. Everyone's gonna think run.
Exactly.
They'll pull up on you, and then you can hit deep if you have that accuracy.
I expect number 7, the running back, to get a touch. Mavericks taking some time. Expect them to have a pass here. They're going to set up an, I think, an I formation.
Second and 5 for the Supreme.
They will. Maybe a toss to the left. Motion by Robsino.
Some movements.
As he hands the ball off, and he's going to get a chunk of yards, a first down at least, and a first down for Supreme as they march down the field here. Shout out to Joseph Lawrence, a hard running back. Another guy who's simply not a pushover and a key player that Longhorns will have to watch, especially in the run game.
He's an elusive back. You can't get him down in the first tackle.
And again, and he had the fullback he had Tyler Gregg as a fullback to open the door for him, and having something like some Joseph Lawrence.
Got a 21 formation.
It didn't perform because again, like you have a lot of targets on that team, but when it
Maverick under center.
you can be sure
Joseph Lawrence behind him.
That's a big fullback to have, man.
Maybe expect another run here.
Oh yeah, Tyler, yeah.
Oh, play action. They looking, and that's just batted down by the Longhorns. Good defensive play. Up for second down, 17. And Antoine Sadler a bit shaken up. Not too sure if he.
Second and 17 for the Supreme.
I don't know.
Having troubles.
You can tell when that ball was tipped, he was looking up to grab that interception.
He wanted to. I mean, the ball is in the air. That's a pick.
Second down and 17 for Supreme, though.
Second and 17 for the Supreme. And we have Mr. Sadler as an eligible O-line.
They'll go empty here.
Maverick likes to use him as a
Doubles. Two receiver on each side. Let's see what they call. Could be an obvious pass unless you see a motion. I don't really expect them to do jet sweep. Maverick looking to pass. Immediate pressure. He's just going to run up the pocket. And he is hit hard by number 53 of the Longhorns. Just after a gain of about 10.
Wow.
Huge hit by the Longhorns.
Quarterbacks in this league are tough. Hey, this is a family show, guys. Want to make sure everyone knows this is a family show.
That's going to be a third and eight for the Supreme. Who's getting closer to the end zone and maybe score the first touchdown of this final.
Yes. They're putting a lot of pressure on Longhorns defense right now.
Third and 8 has the Supreme are knocking on the door here. Turns to the top of the screen. ISO at the bottom. Joseph Lawrence right beside Maverick, and they're going to look to just pass the ball. A little pitch to Antoine Sadler. He's not going down easily. He's still going. And he gets about maybe 5 yards, and this is going to bring a 4th and 3. As Supreme is really knocking on this door. That was a great play action, just pitched out to the offensive tackle, eligible, Antoine Sadler. That was a great play. Have a little substitution here as well. Bring some beef up on the field, more beef. I think Tyler Gregg was substituted out there.
Using Tyler Gregg as a fullback, and low end Lawrence is going as a right
No,
receiver.
One defender on Rob Sino right now.
we
so they
had.
using him as a decoy.
Yeah, we had more beats. Just one of the
And you
receivers
have
come out.
anywhere fourth
Expect a
and
run
2.
here with Tyler
4th and 2
Craig.
for the Supreme.
Wouldn't expect anything
Oh,
less,
bad
but they
snap.
don't.
Bad snap.
Bad
But can it be
snap.
a
They
one
fumble
more?
the ball,
What a
and
play!
they
What a play
get
by
a
Mr.
turnover
Dustin
on
Murray!
downs. Longhorns show up big
Unbelievable Dustin Murray!
in a huge moment in this first quarter,
Wow!
early in
What a
this first
play
quarter.
by the defense!
Great play by
Good
the Longhorns
play!
defense,
Executed
and
great!
now Longhorns will take over. So we've seen now both
Wow!
offenses
One
just
opportunity missed
struggle to get into
by
that
the
end zone. I
Supreme.
mean, Longhorns couldn't get any
But
yards. Supreme was just
I mean,
knocking
this
on
is
that
when you
door,
play
but
the best defense in the
mistakes
league. You have to perform the
mistakes is
whole
what
time.
will
Field gets tighter. It makes
lose
it a lot harder
this
to
game for any of these two teams. For
these
honestly,
guys want to make sure that they don't give up anything.
we see Rob Sino actually going in for a defensive end. This is interesting.
Good offensive line.
Blase Barber looking to pass, and he's gonna throw it deep for
Throw
Johan, and
deep!
he could
Oh
not
my
hold on
God!
to it.
Johan
Kind of
Jenkins
looked
was
like
close to catch
a
it.
pass interference,
Wow!
but
What a play! What a pass!
they're letting these guys play.
Declined by number 1 of the Supreme.
Blaze puts it where you want to be. That I think.
I mean, what a pass, though! What a pass!
What's up, Keenan?
Hands on that Johan, but
And that was
that was
Matt
good
Stocks
defense
on
all the
the
way through by Supreme.
pass
Wow!
breakup, and
And that's it.
Johan
It's
definitely wants
second
that
and
one back.
23. Second and 23.
Second and
Second and 10
23
for
for the
Blaze Barber.
Longhorns.
Let's see what they're doing here.
Motion by Michael
And
Souza.
we
They're
have
going to
a
run by Brandon Betancourt. Met by Tyler Deckers. And he
and Mr.
is definitely a player to
Tyler
watch.
Deckers. Mr.
That was a
Tyler
great
Deckers,
hit.
who declined any progression from Mr.
That will just be brought
Betancourt.
back to the line of
One of the
scrimmage for us
best
in a
running
third
back
and
in this league.
23. And this
Wow.
Longhorns defense is really struggling to get anything going,
Oh, yeah.
as the
I
Supreme
mean,
defense is
listen,
showing out.
he hold his whole defense. I mean, again, it's a sports. I mean, it's a
The only
team.
question is, can the
It's a
Supreme
squad. But
hold
Tyler
on to
Deckers,
this?
number
You always
44,
gotta know where he is.
you have to check where it is on all means.
Bowsy looking pass,
Going deep.
looking down deep.
Oh,
He
what
had
a tackle!
Trevor Talbot, but he
Mr.
couldn't
Talbot,
haul it
who was
in.
close to catch it with one hand. And
Close,
we do
but
have a
no
flag.
cigar. There is a flag
Yes,
on the
we do have a
field,
flag on the field.
so we'll see what they call here.
Maybe a PI.
Defense is holding their hands up.
Let's see. PI.
I think they're going to call this on the defense.
Yeah, PI defense.
Pass
Pass
interference on the
interference.
defense.
Wow, that we keep
And they're going to bring
the
this
check
ball
down.
up.
And that's gonna be close now. Third and 2.
And this will bring down a third and about
Really good
3.
defense up until that point. I didn't see the flag, the penalty.
I mean, we saw like the shoulder pad. We saw the
I did see
jerseys.
the shoulder pad. Yeah.
You saw the jerseys on Mr. Talbot being away. Third and 3.
Third down now here. We got two receivers at the bottom of the screen. Johan is motioning.
And Blaise
Play
Barber.
action. They're just going to try to get in a short pass to Michael Souza, and that's going to be a fourth down. And now an interesting decision by the Longhorns, whether they go for it or not. If I was the Longhorns, I would put some pressure on them and go for it.
This is the biggest game
I would trust their,
of the season.
I would definitely trust their defense. I think this was a reset of downs on the pass interference, as I think the ref was calling for second down, if I'm not mistaken.
To get the title.
Yeah, also Supreme was in this finals last year. wasn't it?
Exactly.
Supreme,
Yes.
know what it takes to be here.
They know what it takes to be here. You're right. And
Bazzi looking just to run the ball with Brandon. He's going to get a first down. He's going to try to run someone over, and he gets a good chunk of yards.
What a run from Mr. Brandon Benton.
Michael Souza's fired up.
Wow.
I tackled him once. He talks smack, but he's a really good runner, man. He uses blocks. He knows exactly. He has his vision is really good. When he gets out of that backfield, he can knock some people over.
And again, this is what he did the whole season. Brandon Bentoncourt running again, and again, trying to find the best way to score. And it was a huge
So same
success for the
formation, but we got a
Longhorns
flip
all
by
season.
Michael Souza and Johan here.
Oh,
Yep, we see a pass. They're going to throw it up to Johan, and that is simply too high for him, and he crashes into the boards.
A little bit more grass. But you have to see
Any
the
lower,
Supreme
Any ball lower would have been a sure touchdown for
Blaise
Johan.
Bentancur is not giving up.
He got knocked down.
He
on that.
got knocked out again, so he was close.
Johan
But, I mean,
feeling
again,
it a little bit.
it's not targeting, but the message is clear. We
They
have
did
to
get
make sure that Blaise Bentancur doesn't
they get
doesn't
shaken
stay
up by
long
the
in that
boards.
game. Yes, we are. Oh wow,
Johan walking off.
exactly. But we hope it's
Gingerly on his walk off.
Contact with Mr. George
Pretty
Filipios.
hard into the sideline, but let's hope he's okay and can return.
2nd and 18 for the Longhorns.
Longhorns looking to run the ball with Brandon. That's met immediately by the Supreme. This will force third down and 18.
Wow! And again, they decline Bentancur to gain more yards. 3rd and 18. So far, the defense of the Supreme are legit high level.
Yeah, they're putting the pressure on Blaise. No matter what he wants to throw, they're not giving him any time to think about it.
3rd and 18. But again, I mean, this game is going to be a long game. And
Longhorns looking to pass. Blase looking for anyone. Trevor's wide open, and he is going to get in for the first touchdown in this GTIFL Finals. That connection was there last week, and here it is again. Barber to Talbot. Expect to see that going on heavily in this game.
The way he broke on that corner, he left him in the dust. There was no way he could have.
Wow!
That was a great route, great pass.
What a play!
Are they going for 3 here?
I think they're going to go for a 1-point conversion here. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. They're going to look to pass, a little rollout by Barber, and that was declined. It will remain 6-0 for the Longhorns here.
Yeah, that was an unexpected turn of events. I didn't expect that.
But again, now it's about how you reply to that.
Now Supreme has the mission to respond to this, and they're not unfamiliar with the deficit. Last week in the semifinals, they were down 0-13, and somehow, some way, found a way to get out of that deficit in the second half and make themselves or get themselves in the finals on a 14-13 win over Hit Squad, their first win over Hit Squad in playoff history. So we're gonna have a split back formation under center. Interesting formation, a little jump. He went for a 2 count.
The first game these guys played, Maverick used that 2 counts. That he used the cadence to his advantage.
And he's right, but that's going to be, I think it's going to be against the offense. No. Oh, defense. Yep. Okay, that's offside defense. That give them 5
Offside
yards.
defense, so that'll bring the ball up about 5 yards.
You got to use their aggressiveness against them. These long
definitely
they want to get at the quarterback. So you change that snap count
and
move.
That's right. Now they will force them to stay maybe 1 second before leaving the line of scrimmage.
That extra second is going to help, man.
Oh, definitely.
And he's back in the I formation again. Just 1 running back this time.
I formation with 1 running back. 2 receivers at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom. Gonna get a little motion by Robcino. And that's another fumble snap. They've seen that twice here. Center and the quarterback can't get on the same page here. It's real unfortunate. I mean, the pressure is there all night long, but they just could not get this ball into Mav's hands. And these mistakes will really cost them. It was cost them another down. Yeah, 2nd and 20 here. New center here, as we got a substitution.
Number 10, it is hard.
Robcino, I think they're going to go with the same play action. Try to get to Robcino, but that ball was slowing a bit too hard.
Too wide for Mr. Robcino. This is going to be a 3rd and 20.
3rd down and 20.
3rd and 20 for
They need a chunk of yards here.
It's a lot easier to just throw his pass backward in shotgun than it is to actually snap. So I know it might be easier for him to be in shotgun, but
I think so because he has more time. So again, he can just throw the ball in backward and just leave his hands.
Interesting note by the commentators. It's interesting to note that Mav is taking most snaps under center.
I do like the affirmation.
Not too sure if we trust the snaps. Now we see actually Antoine Sadler at center. So you got a bit of a change.
So 3rd and 20
And
3rd and 25.
Three receivers at the top of the screen. Probably see 2 ends, and we do. And we have a big catch, 1st down. Andrew Hall on the catch. And that'll bring down 1st down.
Pass the line of the line of the center of the field.
1st down.
1st down, Supreme.
And he had his defender thinking he was going deep.
Huge
That was
catch.
amazingly done by the Supreme. The time,
Bringing life to
11.
Supreme. Still 11 minutes left in this first half.
12 up.
Now we'll really see if they can respond here. Let's see where they spot this ball. And we do have a flag. 2 flags actually on the defense. And they'll bring them all the way up.
They have the flag.
This will be about
That's huge.
1st and
That's
17.
huge. They have the flag.
Added on to the pace, and now Supreme has a lot of momentum going forward right now.
And again,
1st down.
the 1st down. That's even worse. It's the 1st down. So they have 4.
We got
attempts,
gun
4
formation.
catches,
2 receivers
to
at
score
the top
on
of the
that
screen.
drive.
1 at the bottom. Joseph Lawrence still back there, running back. They're just going to run the ball with Joseph. He's going to try to get something. Breaks 2 tackles before being brought down and give him about 5+ yards. Maybe just 5.
Wow.
2nd down and 12.
It's all about safety first. I think if they see you running head first into the boards, they might put it. But you look like you got a lot more yards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I would say like a good 3 more yards, 3, 4 yards. But if you touch the side of the field, the rest.
Once you hit those bags.
Exactly.
Same formation for Supreme. So you got 2nd down and 12. Motion. So you got trips at the top of the screen now. And that was just thrown to the wrong spot.
That was nicely thrown.
Really unfamiliar looks from Maverick, as the reigning MVP just hasn't been able to connect with all those receivers, especially Rob Sino. This will force a 3rd down and 12.
Feeling the pressure of the finals again.
I think Supreme was going to call a timeout.
It looks like we have a timeout. We have a timeout offense. Again, I think they're right to do that.
Let's see what they do here now.
Super close to the end zone. They really need to be clear on all the different instructions to score and to come back to make it a tie game.
They don't want to give Longhorns the ball without scoring any points on this drive.
Oh, definitely. Don't give them this chance to get out with.
Ref's ready to start the game again.
Got gun split formation by Supreme. They still have 2 downs. Yeah, they're going to run on Joseph Lawrence, and he gets about maybe 4 yards. This will be a 4th down and maybe a bit more. So 4th down and 5.
Right? They were in the same position, even closer, and they were able to confirm to score. So let's see now what James Maverick will do to change, probably go in shotgun formation.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be in shotgun position. These boys on the line, so even the linebackers of Longhorns, they're pretty big. They're some beefy boys, and so it gets tighter right around.
How Supreme really needing to score here, as they need to tie this game up. We see Johan Jenkins at the back of the field, walking back around. Hopefully he's okay. He's walking a bit better. So hopefully we see him play.
4th and 5 for the Supreme.
A fake. And that was just, that was there. That was definitely there. But just couldn't be hauled in by the receiver. And this will force a turnover on downs for Supreme. Put them in a big, big bind.
And that's going to be a turnover on down for the second time in a row.
See this Longhorn defense really, really putting in the work here. Shutting them out twice so far.
And that time it wasn't because of the defense, but it was because of the eligible O-line.
Yeah, these O-linemen, they can get out there. They have hands. But that time, I guess, it's just out of his reach. Ooh, nice spin by Betancourt.
Wow.
Brandon's just going to run this ball here. Get about a couple yards. This will be a second down and about 22.
Second and 22. Second and 22 for the Longhorns, who's still in the lead, 6-0.
Barber, gotta run the ball again, and that's met by Anton Sadler immediately. I think that's gonna be a loss of yards, bring them back about 2. At will. Bring them back, 3rd and 24. They're gonna give Anton's gonna give the Supreme another opportunity to get this ball back quick with a decent amount of time here.
He went for the tackle first, and when he saw Bentoko being sing upstill, he went for the fumble.
Go for the rip.
Exactly, he went for the fumble right away.
Smart defensive players know exactly how to do that.
Barber, play action. He's going to throw it up to 87, and he's going to haul that in. I think that's Arlie, former hit squad player. And that was a 50-50 ball running right into the DB. That will force 4th down, and I think they will punt this ball away. Rightfully so. Only 5 minutes left here in this first half. And Supreme's going to need to really, really get this ball going quick and in a hurry.
Still have enough time to put points on the board.
Yeah, 5 minutes again. We saw it. Like we know, this is a long game. It might be it might go fast, but it's a long, long game. And any possession, any ball can be really dangerous.
Yeah, not to mention these guys still have a halftime to prep, and then you never know whoever comes on halftime with the momentum. That can be the turning point.
And I mean, both teams are really good by changing the momentum in the half. And I think the Supreme has ahead because the Supreme love doing that. Love turn things around.
Yeah, Joseph Lawrence stretching out for Tyler Gregg at running back. Joseph's going to go play receiver. Got 2 receivers outside of the screen. They're obviously going to pass here as they need a chunk of yards. Rob Sino connection, and he almost gets a first down. That'll be second down and about 4. Rob Sino with his first reception.
Didn't cross? I thought he crossed.
No,
They call it before? Okay, wow.
I thought, looked like it was a first down. But
I thought too. So that's going to be second and 4.
But I just watched. These refs do it for a living, so I don't know. All right, we got
second and 4.
Let's go. Lawrence all wide. Tyler Craig in the backfield.
Tyler Craig, number 11. Good snap.
Look, a pass by Mav. He's going to throw it deep. And he's going to get another reception. Andrew Hall. They're going to bring this ball up with just 3:30 left in the game.
Exactly. The same position. I will tell you something. What I love with the Supreme is like they know that Rob Sino is going to be cover the whole game. So now he's trying to change his targets with Andrew Hall, with Sadler or Lawrence.
Yeah, there's other players that that once they paid so much attention to Robert Sino, they're gonna
They
leave a lot of guys open.
exactly. It looks like even I think Sino has a one-on-one all the time.
Definitely, they put their best player on him.
3 minutes left in
That's
this
going to
game.
be a first and 18 yards for the Supreme to score. First and 18. With a twins in the top of the screen, two running backs.
Split back
Middle
formation.
snap,
Mav's gonna do a play action, and who else but Swish
wow,
Spring
wow, that's
getting the sack?
the first sack for Mr. Switch, number
Immediate
10,
pressure by Swish.
the O-line
Lineman
dealer
of
of
the
the
year,
year.
showing exactly why he won that. That's gonna bring them back about
Wow.
2 yards. That's gonna force a 2nd and 20.
Second and 18. Second and 18 for the Supreme. 6-0. The time almost to the 2 minutes running on this first half of the GTIFL 2025-2026 finals. Twins in the top of the screen. You have Lawrence
Turn to the top.
in the
Lawrence at the
color number
bottom.
7.
Tyler Gregg playing running back. Expect
Go
another pass
flat.
as Mavs looking, and then another pressure by Swish, but he just couldn't get him. And more pressure. Mav trying to make something happen, but he's brought back another 10 yards. And this is gonna force third in about like, I don't know, maybe 28.
Nowhere to run.
These D linemen, they don't give you a lot of time. Even
Wow.
when you break one tackle, they're always
And
in
they need to
pursuit.
hurry up.
Next guy's always on his way.
This is third down. They need a chunk of yards here.
This is a very unfortunate for
I think to say
the
second or third
Supreme.
and 36.
But they still got third down to
1 minute left. And like I was saying, this Longhorns defense is nothing to play with, especially their front six. Those guys send immediate pressure. Immediate pressure. So we got another split back formation. Two receivers at the top of the screen. We see Rob Sino at the top. He's going to get a running start. And they're going to have a flag. Not too sure they'll call it on. Offense to the defense. It was offense. False start. I'll bring them back another 5 yards. And this will force a 4th and 41, sorry. I don't expect them to pass it deep. Maverick not too happy about the call. We have two receivers at the top of the screen, a little split back formation. Maybe they're just trying to get some more protection. Joseph Lawrence is going to add some protection. They're going to throw it deep to Tyler Craig, and that was nearly a hospital ball. And that will be the end of the half, actually. End it there. Supreme down now 6-0. And this is what I called. I did say that this will be a tight first half. I mean, my score prediction, I believe, was something on the lines of 29-13 for the Longhorns. But I expect the Longhorns to get settled in here. Supreme really, or sorry, Longhorns to step on the gas, as they're known to do. They kind of remind me of Hit Squad before, in the past 2 years, especially last year when I played on that team. didn't start off too hot, didn't start off too strong, but in that second half, they just wore down teams, especially with their defense, and made plays happen in that second half and really pushed the gas pedal. So
Out in the backfield a few times too and sack
we'll see here
if they, have a lot of
what they
those quick
do.
passes to the outside,
But
they start chewing up the field.
nonetheless, I think we've got about 10 minutes until
Yeah.
the second half, and
Longhorns in the red zone.
let you guys listen to the commentators.
And again,
Go
I mean,
grab some drinks, go
as you
grab some
mentioned, they
snacks,
kick out Rob
as
very
this
well.
game
We
is
saw it with
nowhere
Elmo,
close to
10.
being over.
We saw it with Rob Sino a little bit. So yeah, they probably need to use that more to eat some ground and be closer. But you're right again, being closer, and we saw it like the whole year. Like I mean, again, Rob Sino is the guy. Rob Sino is the guys in the red zone. But the way that the Longhorns is covering him,
They're blanketing him right now.
so it's very hard to find him.
They have no answers in the red zone. They tried to run a couple of times. And Sadler, look out for him the second half.
Yeah, a little bit more.
He usually is Maverick's safety blanket. He looks hungry tonight.
But again, 6-0 Supreme against Longhorns, final GTIFL, season 3, 2025-2026. Who is going to be the champ this year? And so far, the lead is taken by the Longhorns. An amazing game. And I hope you're enjoying it yourself. I hope you're enjoying it yourself. And I mean, we have some tension on the field, but that's football. And at the end of the day, they're all friends. So this is the time for you to go to the washroom, take your popcorn, your drink, and come back in front of your TV, your cell phone, your tablet. Be comfortable because it's not over yet. The season is going to be over. Who is going to be the champ? In 35
You've seen
minutes.
the Longhorns come back after every halftime. What do you think they have? Any surprises they have in store?
I mean, they play the same way the whole season. They try to dominate. They try to make sure that they win every possession. So for them, I mean, again, the only one game they have a little bit of adversity was against the Heat squad, but I don't see them changing anything. But what I can say is like the Supreme, though, they love doing it.
Yeah,
the Supreme love doing that. The Supreme loves coming back and change the whole story. So let's see if they're going to do that in that game too.
And I think they're hungry for a championship. Coming back in the repeat
I mean,
finals appearance.
That's the third time for them. This is the third
Those are
time
repeats.
for them
They wanna come
to
away
be
with something.
there
Like
and
Denzel
to.
said, I'm leaving here with something.
Yeah.
So let's see if, I mean, again, the playbooks, the story for the Supreme, this is what they love. Stay close, stay close, stay close. At the last second, make sure we take the lead. They don't need to win that much. They don't need to win
They don't care
6,
about the margins.
12.
Yeah, they don't care about
6,
the
7 is good for them. 6, 7 is good for them.
It's just about the 1 point lead. So being on the sideline, I got a close up to both teams. It seems like exactly what you said with the Supreme. They want to keep it close, but there might be a little bit of miscommunication happening, causing some frustration. And as far as the Longhorns is concerned, we know they're an emotional team, so they're feeding off of that. They're not necessarily doing anything to prevent the Supreme from moving the ball or whatever the case may be, but they're getting the Supreme emotional enough where it's working in their favor, and they're making just enough plays to get that ball moving, but never to actually cross where it needs to, which is the end zone. So that's why you see the score 6-0. At halftime, both captains were going in there because the refs are letting them play.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of the championship game.
Yeah.
The refs are letting you get play. We saw Johan go down potentially for the game for
Oh, wow.
a
Is it for the game?
big injury because, again, guys are hitting hard. Guys are not afraid to use every single inch that they can legally to be able to gain an advantage.
this is the last game
And
of the year
this half right here, listen, go tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a family member. GTIFL. YouTube, tune in. You want to see this half. Love y'all.
And again, 6 minutes to go, and the Supreme will get the ball. The Supreme will get the ball. The Supreme will get the ball. So like that's for them. I mean, starting the half with the ball.
That's
and try
exactly
to
what they
score.
do.
I mean, again,
That's what they do.
And if they score,
Yeah.
momentum switch.
It puts the pressure on the Longhorns. But the thing is, what I'm interested to see is how both defenses basically reacts to the play calling of the QBs, right? We know Barber, he's a savant, he's poised, he has weapons, he has Bentacore where he gives the ball. I call that man the hammer.
Yeah.
Because there's no tackling him. He's just tackling you, and you're lucky to hold on so he don't take you for the ride. On the flip side of it, we see Tyler Decker, pound for pound,
my God.
be able to take those licks and make sure that he stops that freight train exactly in his track. And that's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not.
So on both sides, we have some great linebacker play, but it's also inconsistent. So I'm wanting to see which team capitalize, which team makes the first mistakes, and ultimately what's going to happen on this first drive of the second half.
I'm interested to see which quarterback starts locking in. There's been a lot of errant passes, a lot of missed passes. And as soon as one of these quarterbacks has figured it out, okay, this is the championship. Nerves get settled. I think we're going to see Blaze go on a run where he starts hitting some consecutive passes in a row. And then, or it could be Mav. I don't know.
But let me ask you that, Coach E. I mean, you love seeing like the team who's going to win is the team with the defense who's going to do something about the ball and produce. Those defense right now both are amazingly good. So do you still think that the defense is going to be overperforming and maybe score? We allow the team to score, or now it's the offensive side of the deal now.
So for once, I'm gonna say offensive, and here's why.
Oh wow,
you know me.
The whole season you've been telling the defense.
And here's why. The reason why I say offense is because which offense is able to capitalize on the defense sleeping, or the defense making a mistake, or the defense not sticking to their assignment. That's what's going to take, because if you remember in the beginning of the game, you saw number 10 swish back to his old game, giving the snapper havoc. Maverick doesn't get rattled ever, no matter what. And we saw so many low snaps, and he still managed to do something with it as best as he can. But on the other side of it, the Supremes defense hasn't been really putting enough pressure on Barber. So kind of like the former player here said, whichever quarterback wakes up and takes advantage of a sleeping DB or a cheating linebacker or out of position D end, that's what's going to take over the edge. So yes, technically I'm still rooting for that defense and see who's going to make that first mistakes, but it's going to be the offense that capitalizes on it that's going to walk away with that trophy, in my opinion.
Okay, so again, 3 minutes to go, and we're going for the last half of this season with a new champion.
Yeah. No matter what, it's going to be a new champion.
It's going to be a new champion for the GTIFL, the best indoor football league in Ontario. New champs after the Supreme knocked down the East squad. Let's see if it's going to be the new kids
either way, in one way or another, it's going to be a new kid. Is it new kids on the block
but the Supreme,
or the OGs?
The Supreme is the OGs. So let's see if after 2 missed attempts, now is the good one.
Yeah, Supreme's got to win. They're going to be the Buffalo Bills of this GTIFL if they don't win this.
It's funny you go into that, Coach. I don't know if you had an opportunity to present him. But
I did.
I want to be able to pick his brain, because I love when we have players in the booth with us.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, we know the game as coaches, as broadcaster, we have a different view. But you were in the trenches.
Yeah.
And being there, just this half, there's so much to take in. When you're in uniform and you're playing, and you played against both teams, what is, in your opinion, the biggest threat on either side?
A player?
Yeah, as a player, what are you watching for from either side to kind of like negate or to try to get your team to win?
I usually watch the core. Like I'm talking about the front three, and you got that middle linebacker. Usually that middle linebacker is the heart and soul. Like 44 on Supreme.
Tyler Dickens.
You got to watch what he is. I'm watching the film of him. He don't move unless I move. He doesn't move unless that guy in the back. He's solid. You got to watch him what he is. I haven't seen much pressure from the safeties this year. Safeties, I don't know where they can line up. Safeties, you just got to make sure that we don't go too deep. You got to watch out for it's usually the linemen.
The linemen, Dylan Becker.
I played running back. As a running back, you don't really worry about the line. The front three have that, so you just worry about.
He's ready for the booth. Because that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
So, are you a running back? Are you a QB?
I mean,
we saw you all over the field for your team, and I know you're a baller. But how do you describe your game? What's your position?
I played slot receiver.
Slot receiver.
So I played slot receiver, and then they transformed me into a running back.
Okay.
I wasn't ever like tall enough to be X, you know, like the weight up.
Yeah.
You know, they want to
tall
back. Yeah. But in the slot, running back, pretty good. I had to step in as quarterback this year.
Here we go. We got the second half of this finals that Supreme have the ball first. And they're going to look to really respond back to this 6-0 deficit. Like I said before, they're not unfamiliar with being behind. They came back from a 13-0 deficit versus the hit squad, so be interesting to see what they do, how they do it here in the second half, as the title is on the line. Got a split back formation for Supreme with two receivers at the bottom of the screen. Expect a little run here behind Joseph Lawrence, as he's been hot this afternoon. Motion by Robertsino. Joseph Lawrence is going to run the ball, and he has a ton of yards, and he's going to get hit hard by Dave Cuthersburn.
He went down, so that's why it looked like it was a high hit, but for the most part, that was clean.
Bit of a high hit by Dave. They're going to let it happen. They're not going to give him as many yards as he looked to run. Give him about 6 yards. Force it second down and 21.
And they know this is the championship game.
I love that. Personally, I love that because at the end of the day, I've refed, I've coached, I've played. Nobody's here to watch the ref, right? Unless it's like a blatant advantage call it. But other than that, let it go both ways. Within the game,
And we
let
got
it go both ways, right? You want to see some spectacular. You want to see
another
some
split back formation, I think. No.
Second down.
Two receivers at the bottom of the screen with one at the top. Gun formation here. Joseph Lawrence, another Sino motion. Mav looking to pass, looking for Robertsino. He gets him for another maybe 10 yards. That'll be a third down and 8. Supreme really moving this rock here. And now it's big question is, can they finish this drive? They've been able to get chunk of yards, been able to move this ball even down to the red zone, but they haven't been able to just quite finish these drives. I think their best shot here is to throw something deep. Get Robertsino involved, Dez involved. See what they call here. Taking a bit of time, expect a pass. Another gun formation, same formation. Robertsino and Tyler Gregg at the top of the screen with Dez at the bottom. Lawrence still back there at running back. Mav looking to pass, looks like offside by the defense. Mav looking to make something happen. Too much pressure for him, and he's brought down by Dustin Murray. I think there wasn't a call. To give him about maybe a couple yards. It'll be a 4th down and 5. And decision making time for Supreme. Will they punt this ball? I think they will. They give Longhorns this field position. Be too good for them. And Longhorns back with the ball, and the best thing Longhorns can do is just put the gas on, or put the pedal on the gas, put their foot down, really put the pressure on Supreme if they can get a score here. I can bet you they won't make the same mistakes as what Supreme saw in the semifinals versus Hit Squad. No shade to Hit Squad, but it seemed like that game was almost given away. It was a huge fumble that gave him Supreme's first points, and then
So you know he's gonna be featured at least
big
once.
touchdown by Robert Sino after. So you got gun formation by the Longhorns, a little motion. Barber's gonna look to pass to Michael Souza, great crossing route, and he gets about 10 yards.
Wow. Yo, the mesh missing. The mesh.
I thought it was going to Johan.
The mesh.
Sorry, maybe more than 10 yards, maybe like 15.
Good combo.
We'll
Good
give him
combo.
about second down and about 6.
So for those of you guys at home who don't understand what a mesh is, it's basically
Great
you know,
mesh
a little
concept.
mesh trying to combine routes.
Johan Jenkins coming from one side, Michael Souza coming from the other, and
Like Souza ran a drag or
DB's just caught up.
and either receiver could have got the
Run
ball
by Brandon, but they're going to call this immediately, and this might be offside on
more opportunity to climb.
the offense, as it will, bring them back 5 yards.
Because that's green.
Second down and about 12.
I know a player like you catch that, you gone.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking for nobody for the end zone.
Second and 12. Second and 12 for the Longhorns.
So
If you're watching on Instagram, stream might look like it's on portrait, but if you go on my page and watch it from there, it'll show up on landscape.
As far as the Supreme, I think
Barber looking to pass, they throw it to Johan, and that was nearly picked off by Matt Stocks. He needed that. Broke on it perfectly, just didn't look up. Great coverage by Matt Stocks nonetheless. Forced a third down and 12.
As a former DB, you got to keep that everything in front of you because to move laterally, that step, even if you make the catch, they're probably going to call him out of bounds because of the sideline. Right? You keep everything in front of you and you come down.
Don't let nothing get behind you, especially when the big target.
Interesting to note, Longhorns, this is their first season. It'll be really impressive that they can hold on to this lead and really. Oh, this could be another offside by the defense. Bring this ball back up 5 yards. Give them about 3rd and 7. Barber looking to pass, but that's just too low for Michael Souza. Lots of Gummer pretty much all over it. He's got a celebration, even though it's really too low. Longhorns will punt this ball away on 4th down, and now Supreme has another opportunity. This might be their 5th opportunity to respond back since being down. Spot this ball.
Exactly.
3rd of the
That's
way
issue
to
for
the
them.
1st yard line.
Again,
Give them about 1st and
you know what?
22.
It's about the mental aspect of the game.
Yeah.
They don't do something crazy, but when you play against him, you're like, oh my God, like what now?
And he's strong.
Like what now?
He's strong and he has endurance like an Iron Man. I've
Goes both ways.
both ways.
O-line, D-line.
And now he's snapping the ball.
And we saw in the semifinals when he caught the ball how he
Yeah.
basically evaded
Antoine Sadler, the new center, they were having a bit of snap issues. They go look to pass as they bring out the running backs. And interesting call. See what they call it. Might be either face mask or holding. But they had immediate pressure by Dustin Murray. And I think they're going to call a face mask for the defense. Yeah. Oh, it'll be an offside or a false start on the defense, and this will bring the ball up. I think they'll accept this penalty. Still give them 1st down.
didn't have to happen. He stood there and created that
Be the smart thing to do.
The ref to call it.
He reminds me of
Give them 1st and 17.
Josh Allen? Yeah.
You tackle him with one arm, and he's
not
still
going down.
strong enough to throw the ball away with his left.
So 1st and 19.
Pass was still accurate. Right to Tyler
Tyler Craig
I think
and
I think the second.
Joseph Lawrence in the backfield. Joseph's gonna motion out. They give it Rob Cena on a little hitch route about 5 yards
Wow,
out.
did you hear the lot? Did you
Yeah,
hear?
you're definitely hearing the pop. You're definitely hearing the pop, which tells me that these guys they understand it's playoff. And look at number 91's jersey, completely ripped, right?
Not playoff, it's finals.
It's yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's not even
Playoff,
playoff anymore.
don't mean nothing. Playoff. This is it. This is when the club light turns on, and there's only 2 people left.
We know everyone on the field called their friends, called their girls, say, "Yo, we're celebrating the championship tonight."
Hey,
So
listen.
someone's going home on it.
Let's
Somebody's
see
going
what
home
they do
unhappy,
down.
somebody's going
Do
home
on
very
second
happy.
down
And,
here and 11.
Bragging rights till next
listen,
year.
either way,
Have an empty
I'm
formation
happy. Why?
here
Because we
for
get a new
Supreme.
champion.
Obvious pass situation.
The hit squad been holding it down for so long.
This might be a false start by the offense, and Supreme beating themselves up constantly.
I think it was on Longhorns.
Defense move for sure, but it's on offense. Usually it's on offense if they don't let them play. If they stop it right away, it's usually on offense. Yep. Right. So again, those of you at home,
This will be in the back another 5 yards.
when there's a flag
Give them second
at
and
the line of
19.
scrimmage, if the play goes on, you can almost guarantee that the flag is on the defense because it's usually called a free play. We know Aaron Rodgers is good at that, right? And that's James Maverick's favorite player.
And
However,
again,
when the whistles
non-stop
call and the
between
play stops
bad
right away,
snaps,
it's almost
penalties.
guaranteed that it's on the
Supreme
offense, and
has
it usually
just
pushes it
been
back. So let's
really
see how
beating
this
themselves
basketball
up.
field with second
So we'll
and
see
16.
another running back
The issue is that
rotation
the time is going so
with
fast. The time
Dez.
is going down
He'll
so
go up
fast.
in
That's what I was saying
motion.
about this league. We can't go down
Mav
too
looking to
quick.
pass down to Dez, and that was nearly intercepted by Dave. Just almost. If he catches that,
If there's
that would have been
continue to
a
run,
huge play for the
that's the thing they have
Longhorns.
with Dez, the autism. He always stop
Huge.
running when the ball.
When
If
he knows
it-
he can't catch it, or if it's not being thrown,
oh my God!
he stops running.
If
You gotta keep going.
This is for us a third down
Young
now.
football players,
Third down
all
to
of these
16.
men on here have years and experience, and therefore also that much more bad habits. That is an example of a bad habit, right? You should run your route to the max, regardless if you're getting the ball or not, because he could have easily been Johnny on the spot where he gets the ball thrown to him because they wasn't intended for
Now,
him. However, it was Aaron.
this is
and it
huge.
was got
Huge
picked
for
off.
Supreme.
But again, the safety was joking.
They need a
He
first
played
down.
with his feet.
Yeah.
Taking their time.
Yeah.
Been some
Imagine if
complaints
he
about
had that.
last
Oh my
week,
God.
Oh, we wouldn't
and
hear
them
it.
taking too much time, wondering when they'll get the delayed game.
Oh, I don't know
But
why
Nav is
All
looking
right,
to
high
pass
snap.
here.
He just
He's
now
looking
tries to
deep
find his
past the
receiver.
1st yard line. That will be pass interference, a clear pass interference by the Longhorns.
Got a foul.
Whoa, and we're going to get a bit of fighting here. Andrew Hall headbutting the Longhorns defender. That is just a no-go. It's not what we do.
And usually he's a veteran. Usually
It's not what we do.
he's good for this.
Emotions are high.
Multiple flags on the field.
You don't want to leave anything.
I mean,
And that's going to bring Supreme back
excuse
after
me,
a huge flag that was for them, in favor for them.
That was a knucklehead.
Andrew,
Knucklehead. I would have flopped.
he was,
I would've got in his face,
he
he
was,
flopped.
he was willing for that.
He's trying to explain himself.
The Longhorns.
We'll
was-
see
he was
what they do
willing for
after
that.
the
He said,
refs
"Come to me."
discuss
To me.
these plays.
Oh my God!
It was
minus
after the
15
play.
yards.
It was after, so they might give them the first down.
So I think it is in front of. He has a completion, but that's.
No. So they both negate each other, but automatic first
I
down.
think
And we see that. So that's what I was telling you guys at halftime. Being down there, I knew, I feel it.
this. I think both plays will negate each other.
Be this emotional, right? From very early on in the play, you see Rob Sino and Mavericks arguing. We never see this out of them.
Yeah.
And this is what the Longhorns affect. This is what they want you to do because they can control their emotions. But usually, when you get emotional, now you're off your game, and that's when they start having fun.
17
So
minutes.
shout out to all of our sponsors. Shout out to the fans at home.
We'll have us. Andrew Hall is still staying in the
So
field.
we have first and long, third down.
Mav looking to pass. Extra protection for him. Rob Sino making a huge drop.
No, they said no.
He's trying to say that he caught it, but he didn't.
How many steps did he take?
Wow.
I
I wish
That
we
was a
had an
huge,
instant
huge play by Nathan Burke,
He
and
definitely caught the ball.
that was a very, very poor drop. You rarely see that by Rob Sino.
You know, I always tell our offenses, you know, when we're trying to come back, don't be arguing with them. You gotta get out. We gotta save this time. The clock is always gonna be running.
I don't know what they're talking. The time is going down. Like this is not like
Plenty of
NFL
time
football. The
going
is
down, and they're still
The
talking
time
about it.
doesn't
Mav
stop.
not happy about the
But
decision.
let's look at the timeout. But the thing is, you try to argue. You lost 1 minute arguing.
Yep.
You lost
And
1 minute
like you said all
arguing.
season, in this league, 2 possession is enough to lose the game. You don't want to go down 2 possession. And in about 6 minutes, the Supremes are going to have 3 opponents, it seems like. They're going to have the Longhorns.
Longhorns now
And the Tide.
with the ball
So
back.
that is a big hole to climb out of.
And
But if anybody could do it, it's this team.
16
they'll
minutes.
look just to take more time off this clock for sure. Johan Jenkins back in the field, notably, after being down. Brandon brought down about a couple yards. Couple yards
Way to calm him down.
past that line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring them back. Second down to 27, and huge play by Supreme as they're fired up.
The helmet of those guys who's stopping him, though.
It's ringing. It's ringing.
When you look, the helmet of those guys stopping those guys.
They definitely got a little bit of white on their helmets.
When you look, the helmet of those guys, you say, nah.
Two receivers on the bottom of the screen. Johan back. They're going to motion him. See what they call Barber. Same pass concept on that mesh, and Michael Souza with the hit stick. Telling him he's too little. And they will get a flag for taunting.
You know what? It's about, it's about play within the whistle. You did an amazing thing. Leave now. Leave. They let you play.
That will bring this ball all the way back. So Longhorns, after the Supreme are making mistakes, Longhorns are making mistakes, and we'll see who will keep it humble, keep it calm, see what they can do.
I mean, again, this why not? But to play like more, that was a little bit too much.
Third down and 18.
Third and 18.
For Longhorns as they look to pass for Talbot. He's going to cut it back inside, get a first down. He runs, he goes, gets a little 10 yards past the first yard line, and there's a bit more roughing as this game gets more chippy and more chippy. Longhorns, huge play. Huge first down for them.
Hey, listen, he's been undressed.
Ref taking this time off. See what he has to say.
And it looks like the ref is trying to give a warning.
I think they're giving bench warnings here as both benches have been quite rowdy tonight. Do have Coach Phil coming out. Maybe talk, probably get both captains out here, both team owners. Talk about this for a second. As this game has been getting chippy, a few fights here and there.
So I think it's best.
Hopefully it clears up.
Because again, the emotions are high. I think that's why the refs are so quick with the flags.
See what they say.
Want to keep this game under control, and we want to make sure that everybody walks out of here safe. At the end of the day, we all have jobs, we all have family, and it's a brotherhood, right?
And I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but the Longhorns have an actual coach.
Yeah.
Like old school coach.
Yeah.
So you always see them on the bench. They're always calm and collect.
Yeah. I mean, he's not calm and collect, but I know
They
what you
are,
mean.
the players. Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're not calm and collect, but I hear what you're saying.
I mean, again, it's feeling like it makes sure that this team is.
First down and 24 for the Longhorns. Got two receivers at the bottom of the screen. Two motions.
All right.
Barber looking to pass Johan one-on-one with Matt Stocks, and again, Matt Stocks has been lights out this evening, making stop after stop, not letting anyone
Because that
get
was a
any
pick
receptions on
for the
his side.
defender, and you need to make sure that if he can't catch the ball, nobody's catching that ball.
That was a great. Yeah,
I mean,
great play by
there was amazing defense on both sides. Wow.
Second down.
Great defense, Johan.
Same kind of motion for them. Barber is just going to do a jump pass as he gets bumped into his tackle. Supreme trying to shut them out.
Since the first snap.
And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to rattle them up. You don't want to give him time to pick his pockets. And that's what I was trying to tell you guys at halftime. Yes, the defense is going to ball out. It's going to do what it's supposed to, especially as a defensive minded. But it's whichever quarterback can capitalize on the sleeping player and find it and just. And so far, we've been seeing Souza kind of go at it with the DB. But again, emotions might be high. The DB's on the side right now, so let's see what's going on.
These quarterbacks are pedestrian right now. I mean, we have the MVP and the leading scorer of touchdowns.
Yep, offensive player of the year and MVP, and they're not playing like that.
Same motion by the Longhorns, looking for Trevor. He catches it. This is about his 4th reception. He has maybe 50 yards, and this I think will be a 4th down, maybe 5.
4th and goal.
For the Longhorns as they're trying to tack on to this lead here.
So correct me if I'm wrong. You don't want to be in this position as much as you do.
I think we'll have a timeout, Longhorns. Interesting timeout here. This is an interesting call. Maybe they're just trying to
call your play and then you take whatever the defense gives you. Would you agree?
Stir some game plan up.
Just a little bit to the left could mess up the entire play. Then you got to freestyle. You don't want to be in this position. It gets real tight. The intensity, you feel?
Yeah.
It's not for the weak, I'm telling you.
All right, so the new kids on the block versus the cardiac kids. Let's get it.
They're so close, and that might be the game changer. That might be like what. That might be what pretty much see the
apart.
Yeah.
If the Supreme are gonna come back, they can't let Longhorn score right now.
No.
I mean, this is the last attempt. We saw the Longhorns stopping them in the same position 2 times.
At least 2 times.
So that's the information for Longhorns. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. And Barber's looking for something, throwing for Johan. That's just too high. Turnover on downs, and this will give Supreme at least the opportunity to tie or even take the lead here. And Supreme now with less than 12 minutes left have to really make something happen on this drive. And they still have a timeout.
To me, there's nothing wrong with going to your number 1 target in that situation. No. Right? Because I want you to know I'm going there, but I'm going back with a mesh combo where there's something underneath that. Just in case everybody bites on it, I have somebody coming from the opposite way or just underneath.
Like, I mean, you know what? We saw it a lot of time with the East Squad doing that. Putting anyone there, and you have like, with Sadler, you have like a Teddy Newell in the opposite side of the field alone.
Let's see what Supreme has to offer here. Split back formation with 2 receivers at the bottom. Robsino's going to go to the top of the screen, and they're going to take this slow. Joseph Lawrence on the run. He's going to get about 10, easily 10. And Joseph Lawrence really the heartbeat of this offense here. Making it happen. He's getting them yards.
You know what? And it worked. So like, let's see if the issue is you cannot do it too many times because
2nd and 11.
Yes. And now what they will do, they will add an extra linebacker to cover Lawrence if he get the ball.
Me personally, where I would make the adjustment, I would have Lawrence line up maybe a foot or 2 stagnant, meaning to the back and to the right or to one angle, so he has momentum coming into the ball, and you can pull it.
Split back formation for Supreme, and that was a false start by the offense for sure. Motion by 11, the running back, Tyler Craig.
It wasn't a thing.
He's allowed to move. He's in the backfield.
He's in the backfield. I think it was the O-line. Yeah, it was the O-line who moved.
That's an errant mistake with ball.
Yeah, running backs they can tiptoe.
But again, that's the issue. Like the pressure, everything. Like in this game.
9 minutes, man. 9 minutes.
Good thing.
No mistake anymore.
9 minutes left in this game.
You need to limit only mistakes.
Second
They
down to
should have
13
other
for Supreme.
opportunity to win the game.
2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. We're going to see Ty Craig in motion at the top with Robert Sino. Looking to pass. He's looking deep. He's looking for Robert Sino. And he is going to drop another one.
Big defense,
That's a rare sight for Rob Sino, as he,
wow.
as you heard him earlier on this stream, the leading receiving leader, and he is just locked down tonight.
Wow.
Only 1 reception, I believe, maybe 2.
What a defense.
Defense has been bombed. There hasn't been any turnovers this
And he hasn't been able to get anything going.
I think we're due for one.
That
Change the game over.
Yeah, I mean,
that
then
duo,
again,
that connection with Mav and Rob Sino is usually 100% out of 100%, but tonight Longhorns have found the recipe for this offense. Trips at the top of the screen. I expect double ends, little levels. I think this will be a false start again by Supreme.
If I was Mav, I'm going down. You push me like that, I'm going down. If I was him, I mean, again, I have to use the rules for me.
Yeah.
You toss me that way, I'm going down.
As a quarterback, right?
I'm going down.
Good call, ref.
This will still be 3rd down. And they're actually going to bring this ball up. So, 3rd and 10. I mean, it was a offside by the defense. So same formation with the trips out the top of the screen for Supreme. Joseph Lawrence is there back at running back. Mav looking to pass, looking for someone. Mav is pressured. Too many people. He's just going to try to throw it. And that's just incomplete as it hit the ground.
Let's go. Hey, that was a great defensive. Way to stay poised.
4th down and 7 minutes left.
See, if I'm James at this point, I would evade one
And I think they have no choice but to go for it here.
when you're out there.
Exactly.
Right?
You
Evade one.
Refs are discussing something. We'll see what they're discussing.
I always watch him how he gets so loose.
And I think they're going to punt this ball away.
It's going to be a virtual pick. It's going to be a virtual pick.
Yeah, they will. They'll punt this ball away.
Let's go.
Give Longhorns.
Flag ref.
And you see both teams being so emotional, pleading their case almost after every series to the ref.
Everybody, they all want it. They all want no chip.
Longhorns now playing
6 minutes
time
to
management
go.
here.
GTIFL
So all they need to do
finals
is
2025,
wind down
2026.
6 minutes,
Who is going to be the new
and their
champ
championship
after
is
the
in their
squad?
hands. So Barber, interesting call. Passing here on 1st down. Gets the connection with Johan as he's back.
That's going to be a second. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
But I feel like, yeah,
This will force a 2nd down and about 5.
and making the defense gravitate towards him, and that's where we're able to see his teammates win. Like number 80 on that first and only touchdown of the game, right? And even with that first down pickup, don't be surprised if when push comes to shove, Barber finds an unsung hero, and
Michael Caesar looking to motion. I expect a run here. No, we have a read option, and that's just going to give him a 1st down. And that will be a flag, I think a late hit on the quarterback, as he was clearly running out to the boards. If you see that little blue squares, between the blue squares, half-yard line, that is kind of out of bounds just for safety reasons, as the bench is over there. You don't want anyone going over the arena there. It will give them some more yards, about 10 yards, I think. No, I think that would be 15.
The ball is dead.
That'll be 1st down, maybe
I'm going down.
1st down and 15.
we are at that point, guys. Now it's the Supreme versus three teams.
5 minutes to go. Yeah.
We are at that point. They're playing against themselves, the refs, the clock,
And the Longhorn.
and the Longhorn. So Supreme versus versus.
We
Force.
got Barber looking to pass, and Trevor with another reception on the 1 yard line. And he has been making crazy, crazy plays so far.
And again, I mean,
I think he has about 5 receptions here. As I was saying, he has over 50. Give him another 10. That'll be second down of 1. Expect him just to run behind Brandon here to punch it in. 4 minutes left and really put Supreme on their heels. Motion, Brandon going and met immediately as they stopped them. They could have stopped them, bring them back about a yard. So this will be second and 2. And Supreme calls a timeout here just to stop the time. I think they only have about 3:30 left. Game clock on the screen is about 15 seconds ahead. So
Wins. And ultimately the Supreme knew, just like we knew up here, where the ball was going. So let's see if they do it again. But if I'm done, I'm doing it again. Stop me. I'm doing it again.
This is what the Seahawks has this issue.
Listen,
you're doing 2 times. Now what?
I'll do it again. If you have a Marshawn Lynch type of running back,
second and 3 here, as we got an extra lineman in for Longhorns. Expect another run, and they do. Brandon looking for it, but he can't. Shut down once again. 3rd down and 2. And this Supreme defense is trying to hold strong. This is a huge down. 4th down. 4th down and 2.
No, it's 4th. Orange call timeout. It's 4th down.
Longhorns call a timeout. Interesting.
He has like the run. We got the first.
Interesting call.
That was the penalties. He got closer for Talbot. That was the second. Oh yeah, that's the. That's the fourth. That's the fourth. Yes.
So the game comes down to this.
Hey, this literal possession right here is what sets the boys from the men.
You can't turn away. This game looked like it was over maybe 9 minutes, and then.
I mean, if I learned something, I don't know how you feel about being up here. Seeing them play last week versus the hit squad. Some may say
here we go. Play of the game. 4th and 2. Can Supreme stop them and potentially make a huge comeback? Or, we got a wildcat here with Michael Souza at quarterback. He's going to get the ball and just run it himself, and he can't get it. Supreme's going to stop them, and Supreme will have another opportunity to get this game in their hands. This is a game. Way closer game than I thought. Way closer game than I thought. And here we go. The reigning MVP, back-to-back MVP, looking to march down the field and win this game. Get this championship for the first time in team history. They've been in the finals twice. Twice so far out of the 3 times out of the 3 seasons this league has started, but yet to get the championship. And this is a huge drive. This is the drive of the game for sure. Joseph Lawrence looking to run, looking for space, can't find anything. That front 6 stopping it quick and in a hurry.
I mean, they knew it's gonna come that way.
Give him about a couple yards at least. 2nd down and 23. 4 minutes left in the game. Mav has a lot of work to do here. Let's see if he can finally get that connection with Robsino started and going. We're gonna have a split back formation. 1 receiver on each side of the field. Maybe for extra protection, or they can motion them out. They're motion at least 1 out. Tyler Craig. Mav looking to pass. They're looking for Tyler Craig. He's wide open. He caught it. Oh, and he drops it. Might be a fumble. And that will be a 1st down. That will be a 1st down Supreme. Fumble and recovered by Robert Sino. Great heads up play by him. I think that hit the board, so it would have been played out either way, no matter if Rob Cino got it or not. But huge play. This is a play that Supreme has used countless of times throughout the season, even last season. Motioning out that running back. No one really pays attention to the running back until it's too late. First down and 27, 2 minutes left. And this is looking like a repeat of what happened last year. Supreme on their heels looking to finish this game strong. Last year they couldn't make it happen. This year could be the difference. Got two receivers at the top of the screen. Mav looking to pass. He's looking for someone. Looking for Robert Cino, but thrown too high. Was there a flag? Think 1 minute left, 30 seconds. They can't stop the clock. The clock still runs. They're going to try to call a timeout early. Get it in late for Supreme. Let's hold it to 1 minute left and 15 seconds. Second down is 27. This Maverick tries to make something happen. They call here. Their best decision here was to change the center. Antoine Sadler hasn't made any errors with the snap so far. But that does leave him out of the picture when it comes to passing, as he's kind of a dual threat lineman. Running backs, we got trips at the bottom of the field, motion, and they're going to have a flag. Maybe false start on offense, and yep, that's exactly what they call. Second down, 32, and they have way too much yards, way too many yards to get now. Second down and 35. 126 left in the game.
It is hard to manage the pressure from the Longhorns. Second down.
Two receivers at the backfield.
1 minute left.
Two running backs in the backfield, two at the bottom. You see Tyler Craig motion to trips. Mav looking to pass. He throws it deep. And is that caught? Is that intercepted? No, they're going to call a catch. One ref calls a catch. They're going to discuss it. They're going to talk about it here, whether it's a catch or interception. And if it's an interception, that is over. That will be a catch for Supreme. Bringing them to a third down and about 18. 1 minute left. And these are the last couple plays. And there's a flag. And I think the Longhorns was complaining too much to the refs. And this will be a costly flag. Wow. That's exactly it. They'll bring them back up 10 more yards, and this will be 3rd and 8. What a game.
Let's go. Oh my God. Hey, that is crucial. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
Here we go. Split back formation. Two receivers at the top of the screen. We've got Robert Cino playing wide. Tyler Craig with the ball, and he's going to the middle, and he dives. And that's a touchdown. Supreme ties this game with less than 30 seconds left in the game. And here we go. Supreme opportunity to take the lead with a 1-point conversion. And can they now finish this off and win a championship for the first time in franchise history? I think, if anything, but other than that, he is looking to win this championship right here, right now. we got the same formation.
Oh my God.
No. We have two receivers at the top of the screen. Tyler Craig at the bottom. Mav looking to pass. He's going to pass it to Robertino. And it's incomplete. And that will be a tie game. Longhorn Supreme. And we are going to overtime. You see the reigning MVP showing you guys exactly why he is the most dangerous player in the league. Hanging on by a thread. Last play of the drive. And here we go. Here we go. We might have to pull out the rule books here in regards to how overtime works, but what I do believe is each team has 4 attempts, and each half, I believe it's, call it, so each team has, it's NFL rules, so each team has 1 chance to score at the 10-yard play.
Do we start with the ball?
And here we go.
Do we start on defense? Here's the reason why. If you start with the ball, you have to score. You have to score. If, but, or end. If you start on defense, you cannot let that team score.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So right now, it's about to be spicy. Shout out to all of our sponsors. Shout out to all of our fans from America to Canada to
Supreme
Europe.
shoes. Supreme shoes.
We got it.
Supreme shoes.
What they want? What they want? What they want?
They want the ball first.
Of course.
They want the ball first. They want to score first.
Of course.
I think we go defense first. Because they remove the pressure of the offense to score. I will go defense first. They remove the offense to score because now if they stop you, the offense, okay, you know what? Even if you don't score, you're going back to it. Yeah.
Here we go. 2 opportunities.
And plus their defense been playing great pretty much all game. Kept them in the game all game.
One by Supreme, one by Longhorns. And we're just going to go back and forth until one of them scores and one can stop. So we'll have NFL rules though. So each team will have the opportunity. So it really depends on the defense. He said defense wins championships. This is absolutely what it's going to be here for this GTIFL finals. And this is a thriller.
First overtime in the league is happening.
First overtime in the 3 seasons of this league. Here it is in the GTIFL finals. Supreme talking about it, seeing what they want to do.
Hey, somebody's gonna have to go home. No matter what happens.
Here we go, split back formation.
This is it.
2 receivers at the bottom of the field. Got Rob Sino in slot. Expect Tyler Craig to be in motion. Low ball. Mav just throwing it away.
No flag.
Mav looked like he got dropped, but maybe. Oh, same field, same side of the field.
Oh my God.
Gonna have a flip.
1 and 1.
Gonna have Longhorns have the opportunity. If Longhorns can score here, they'll just win this game.
1 and 1. So you guys are right. I would have went with the defense first, because now
Talbot.
they might just use a decoy or 2 and use their go-to. They have options. They're good with their mesh calls, the mesh combos. They can hand the ball to the hammer, right? Or you can go to any one of your receiver, from Souza to Talbot to Johan. It don't matter.
2 receivers at the top of the screen. We have Barber looking to pass. He has some pressure, and that's another stop. So Supreme will be back on offense here. See if they can make it happen. We'll be right back to where we started here. 1-1. 1 possession for Supreme, 1 possession for Longhorns.
I don't know if I get
We'll
a vote
see
for MVP,
who
but he's
can
my
do it.
MVP for this game. If the Longhorns pull it, it's going to be number 80, Mr. Talbot, with the MVP. And I guess honorary mention will be Blaze for getting him the ball. But if the Supreme pulls this off, the whole team gets the MVP for being able to keep themselves in the game. That defensive stop in their own end zone was crucial.
Supreme talking about it.
It's going to be tough.
Good thing I'm not an old man because I would have a heart attack right now.
This is almost like in a 1-point conversion, except
MVP as a Supreme because, as you said,
that
they
much
play as a
more.
team.
Yeah.
They play like all of the all
How they
players,
line up.
all units.
2 receivers at least at the top of the screen.
It'll probably be between
Split back
Blaze
formation.
Mavericks or Lawrence.
Yeah.
See what they do. Maybe extra protection for Mav. Mav looking to pass. Get into
You got a flag?
Rob Cena, but we do have a flag. The offense, maybe. Yep, will be a flag on the offense. Declined. Longhorns now will have the opportunity.
Yeah, it was a false start offense.
Ball starting
False
offense.
start offense, and now it's Supreme. I mean, oh wow. It's like the penalties in soccer. You know,
yeah,
it's
the penalty shots. Yeah.
penalties in soccer. Like it's like
Listen, this is why I call them the cardiac kids.
it's
This
tough.
is why I call them the cardiac
And
kids.
this
We're here. Our heart rates are racing, but I promise you, the ballers of this Supreme team, they're probably cool as a cucumber right now.
You have to score. You have to score. Pick six doesn't do nothing.
Yeah, it's a score.
Pick six. Oh, pick six. Oh yeah, pick six. Yes, but pick.
Here we go. Longhorns, 2 receivers at the top of the screen. A little motion by Johan Jenkins. Barber looking to pass. He's going to throw it to Johan, and he can't reel it in. Matt Stocks on the defense again, and just shutting down almost everything that's being thrown his way.
Save your best game. Save your best
Supreme back on it. We're on 3rd overtime.
Bring out your best outfit.
Someone has to score here. We can't go into a tie. Someone has to come out with a championship.
You know what I mean?
Go.
Two high-powered offenses too. I don't think this game's gonna go much longer without a score. And someone's gonna be able to get in there.
Hey, like I told you guys, it's who capitalized.
We're gonna see who wants
a
it
lot of
more.
discussion on the Supreme side to make sure that everything is set, everything know what they have to do.
At this point, there's no rush.
There's no rush.
No rush.
Even like you cannot have a false start now. You cannot.
2 receivers at the top of the screen. We have an empty formation. Doubles on both sides. Mav looking to pass. He's looking, throwing to Tyler Craig, and that's brought down by Dustin Murray. No flags on the field, and now Longhorns will have the opportunity. A little bit of talk about Dustin Murray and Tyler Craig.
Even expecting like
Yeah, everybody's
even expecting a pass. Should go with run.
Exactly. Up the middle too.
Yes.
Right up the middle.
And make sure that you know like I don't know why Dustin is talking. I don't know what he's talking.
Probably said
Dustin Murray just ain't talking a lot, not liking what Tyler Craig has to say. If Longhorns can finish it here, put the dagger in, win the championship, first year in the league.
Maybe this is it.
Can Barber do it?
Maybe this is it.
You can hear the crowd. Barber looking to pass, and that's just going to be a false start by the offense. Going to bring them back.
Offense going
The
down.
crowd had a bit to do with that.
They lose it. Oh my God.
And they just lose the possession here.
That's part of the
They
Supreme.
just lose the possession here. 4th overtime.
Because now
Supreme has a
they
chance.
have a chance to showcase and maybe score. Now it's going for Supreme. They lost the down.
Now Supreme, 3rd-time finalists. Can they put this game away? Can the reigning MVP put this game away? What exactly are they calling here?
No, what the? No, it's a loss of down. What are you guys doing?
It's a loss of down.
It's one play. Loss of down. Loss of down. Loss of down.
Discussing it.
What Desmond Rick is trying to say.
James Maverick is trying to discuss it.
They lost the down because mean, I will take the road right now, but I think the loss was down.
Yeah, in a sudden death, it is a loss of that.
Should be a loss of down. They can't just decline it. Interesting to note, they may not be able to decline. It might be an automatic flag. They're talking about it here now.
Yeah, just give me your pass. I got you. Put me in again, coach.
Yeah, while this time is down, we're trying to figure out if it's a false start on offense.
Put me in again, coach.
Lost it down, or did they get the ball 5 yards back? What's going on here?
All right, so it looks like they're going to go back, which is...
Well, the ball hasn't moved yet, so I'm wondering what's going on.
They actually know nothing on the...
Yeah, because it's first overtime. Rules are made when things happen, guys.
But they haven't moved the ball yet.
No, they put it backward.
Oh, yeah.
They lost 5 yards.
All right.
And
Let's get it.
To be honest, I think that's better for the Longhorns.
So Longhorns will just be brought back. It won't be a loss of downs. Might be an offside. Barber looking to pass, and that was nearly intercepted. A ball don't lie situation here. Supreme gets the ball back. I think this is 4th or 5th overtime. And this is not an easy game.
Oh my God. When they watch this video, there's going to be 2 players on the Supreme team that are going to kick themselves. The DB on this play and Dez for not running his route.
And Dez, yeah.
Here we go.
If things don't work out their way, it would have came down to those
Andrew Hall is coming for
the veteran, of course.
Andrew Hall, yeah, you need like a for sure hands. Dez is an amazing running back at first. He's not really a wide
receiver. He's not a receiver, he's a running back. Change your direction. Woo.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, so the match
They haven't been
see is number 7, Jamal Burke, and 83.
Here we go. Mad back to pass. The reigning MVP. Throwing it to Rob Sino, and he can't hold it down. Dave doing the stomp. Here we go. Longhorns can take the game here.
I think the 3 times or the 4th time he's doing it. Or you catch the ball and they make sure that
bend but don't break. Right?
Wow.
That right there is sound defense. Wow. It's one thing for the receiver to get his hands on the ball, but the play's not done until he secures the ball.
Wow.
See what the Longhorns can stir up here.
His hands is in between his hands, making sure that even though he makes a catch, he's able to break that up.
As you hear the crowd, crowd's going crazy again. It seems like a heavily favored Supreme crowd. We get offside once again by the Longhorns. Back up 5.
To be honest with you, it doesn't matter. It's okay. I will take that because I know I'm not losing my down. I still have a chance to score. And again,
I don't think they should get another down. Not in
no,
death.
I think so too. Like
not in Southern
that's
death.
It's a bad move. It's your fault.
Bring it back 5.
Exactly. Why'd you get another chance?
Exactly.
Right? So I think that's something that we might have to.
Longhorns still with the opportunity to steal this game. Line up 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. Crowd going crazy. Barber, back to pass, throws it up, Johan, and that looks like pass interference, but Max Stokes is, again, just lockdown defense. I don't think he's had any passes thrown his way, and he is just unstoppable today. Looks like a pass interference, but they're not going to call that.
You see, we saw Dustin telling to Barber, you better lock in because right now you're doing
Here we go.
You're not yourself right now. You're not the best offensive player of the league right now.
Supreme trying to score. This must be the 6th overtime.
All right. So this is it right
go.
Supreme, back to pass. Mav looking for someone, anyone, and again, incomplete. And this Longhorns defense showing up and showing out once again.
Maybe,
Yeah, it was
you know, then you can see where the flag would come from. But it was a little bit too low.
For me, you have to mesh.
Longhorns
Like,
back at
having
it.
the Twins and both having like one deep in one soft in, you're going in the same direction. But someone is going in the opposite way.
Can they steal this game? Can they win it?
No.
Can they take it all the way?
You know where I would go that's a similar play to that? The cousin of mine, bench.
Bench two.
I would go with a
Bench
bench.
two. Bench two.
Right? So I would bunch them up and make some kind of bench combo and just either way, some kind of misdirection is the way to go. Or run.
Two receivers at the top of the screen, one at the bottom. Got Talbot at the bottom. Expect to pass to him. They're gonna throw it to him, and that's an interception by Chevy. Incomplete. Here we go. 7th time. 7 overtimes. Longhorn or Supreme now have the opportunity to score, and can they score? Not able for the 7th time.
He's going to stay in the middle. Yeah. You stop in the middle. You stop.
You're giving him
This has been
route with the option of a hook.
absolutely crazy. Back and forth game.
In the back and right behind him. Yep.
What will be the response by Supreme? Can the reigning MVP hold his title?
That's it.
But this is where we're up here drawing plays, and we're not on the field.
Two receivers at the top of the screen. Robert Sino on the ISO at the bottom. Watch out for that. Expect same route probably. Out route. Rob Sino. And he could not hold on as he bangs pretty hard into the wall. Can haul that in. Back to Longhorns.
You kids on the blocks and the cardiac kids.
Oh my God. Wow.
Can they steal this?
Even the parents are starting to get restless. Space is loud. You hear it already. Don't want
Defense going crazy.
Alright, we're back.
Got the crowd going crazy. Got two receivers at the bottom of the screen. One at the top. Johan, expect to pass to him on the ISO side. Barber looking to pass to Johan. And that's dropped. Matt Stokes again on the defensive side. He has been unbelievable. He's locked down almost every single receiver on the Longhorn side. And really, he's been just lights out, playing lights out tonight.
Overtime, GTIFL, final game, Longhorn versus the Supreme team. Woo! Couldn't ask for a better production.
Here we go. Supreme back with the ball. Tyler Craig at the top of the screen. We got Twins at the bottom. Joseph Lawrence playing running back. And they're going to give it to Craig. They're going to get an interception. And they're going to call that off. There is no way. If there was an interception rule, that would have been a pick six. And that would have shut the game out. That would have ended the game there.
Let them play. And see what happens, but this
is strictly offense here.
This right here is getting my heart going. My former teammate, Achilles Jack,
here we go. Longhorns with maybe their 8th opportunity. Two receivers at the bottom of the field. Johan at the top. Expected to go back to Johan. Barber looking to pass, just toss it up to Johan. They're just on the wrong page. Wrong page there. Now Supreme back with it.
Listen, at this point,
who will make a play here? And say whoever makes the play here gets MVP for the finals.
It's 10 yards. Everyone's going deep. 10 yards. Go.
Draw.
It's been what? Johan Cena.
Draw up the middle.
Here we go. 2 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Split back formation out of gun.
Alright, this is it right here.
Mav
And he
giving
did
it to Tyler
11.
Craig.
Who got the touchdown?
Hearing the
He's going,
commentators,
he's
and
going,
he just gets about 5 yards, and that's going to give it over to the Longhorns.
I don't know if you watched
They will be given the opportunity
On the zero, looking like he's getting up.
We got a couple guys getting up a little ginger.
to score here and take this game.
They run the ball. The defense gets tired. They're getting
yeah, because you know what?
exhausted.
This is a different level. Let's make like a game. That you have to give 60 seconds. Like that's hard.
Fatigue is setting in right now.
Hey, whoever.
Seeing players getting tired. Someone's got to let up. Someone's got to
Might just cost
give in.
And again, you don't want, like you said earlier, you don't want to show.
Got 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Chalban, Johan with Brandon. We got an empty formation here actually. Brandon and Michael Sousa at the bottom. They're going to give a little toss play to Trevor. Trevor's going to go and he's going to fumble the ball. That's going to just be recovered.
Listen,
I love that play.
that play was good. Good play call.
Michael Sousa a bit slow to get up.
Block was in front of him. He had a lane. Everything was there.
That was a nice play.
You know what? I've seen a lot of guys.
Smart plays by both teams. They just run the ball. Been passing the whole time of both of these.
Yeah, it's slow, yeah.
Single plays. We try to catch the defense off guard, but
Yeah, it's like
unable to do
after
so.
4 years of asking
Supreme
that girl to go to prom with you,
now with the
finally getting that chance to
opportunity.
go to prom, you're not gonna
See
give it
what
up.
they
And I
can
think that's
do.
the Supreme, right? The Supreme finally get a chance to knock off the defending champ his squad, and they're not gonna let
Split
anything
back
get in the
formation
way.
from
And the
Mav.
youth is on the block.
Robert
Hey,
at the
they're trying to
bottom of
make
the
a statement.
screen.
Let it be known how they earned the name. Offside.
They will get an offside, I believe. Let's see what they call here. If it's on defense,
Yeah, ref's gonna talk about this.
we're gonna talk about this for a second.
Oh, he's
They might
number 0.
they might call it on the defense, and if they do, this will actually give a Supreme a huge opportunity to score here. They can simply just run it in.
Because we know James Mavericks always makes the team pay after.
Oh, on offense.
On offense, okay. That's a false start on offense. Bring the back 5. 15 yards now.
Regardless of how you feel, you may not like it, you may not agree with it, but you gotta keep going.
One more football. They know it's the last game, the last snap. The ref wants more football.
Listen, I ain't mad at it. This is the most entertaining game we've had all season, rightfully so, and we've had a couple entertaining games during the season.
I think this
We
works
go.
in Mav's favor. A little
Yeah,
more
more
space to
space.
2
work.
receivers at the top of the screen. Andrew Hall and
Marcino get loose on this thing here.
Lawrence. Robertino at the bottom. Empty formation. Rob looking for someone. Tyler Craig catches. Does he catch it? He catches it. Touchdown Supreme. And Longhorns will now have opportunity to respond, as they still have to score. If they don't score,
That touchdown was brought to you by Maverick.
if they don't score, Supreme will take this game.
To his favorite
And
target,
finally,
his best
after
friend,
3
Mr.
seasons,
11,
be able to
11,
take this
Tyler
championship.
Craig. Hey, check him out. He's poetry. He has lyrics in the booth. Hands on the field.
Here we go.
Man is full of heart.
This could be the last play of the game.
All right.
Empty formation by Blaze Barber.
This is it right here.
See what they do. The crowd's going crazy. They go on a fake jet motion. Throw it up to Johan, and he can't catch it. Supreme will be the 2026 Finals champion of the league. And Longhorns, after a dominant regular season run, #1 seed, gets upset by the Supreme. What a game. What a game. And congratulations to the Supreme.
They not only make it to the dance over and over and over again.
Supreme been able to get there 3 times in a row and finally able to win it.
MVP does it again. Wow. Great game by the Longhorns. Wow.
Great game by both sides of the field, by both teams, Longhorns, Supreme. And Supreme takes it after a lengthy overtime. It took about maybe 15 minutes.
That penalty at the end of the game is what cost him this championship.
Jody, get the trophy back. What do you mean? Gilmore, get back the trophy.
Whoa! Got a bit of tussle here. So we don't want to see that.
Are we still live? Are we still live? Hey, listen, the excitement, the energy, the emotions are so high, right?
Yeah, time to get the trophy out there. We don't want nothing to happen to the trophy.
Needless to say, congratulations to the Supreme. I'm sure we'll see ceremonies after. Make sure you follow the GTIFL on Instagram, YouTube, and all sources. It was a great season. Thank you for everyone tuning in.